Good afternoon. The time is 12:30. It is February the 20th. This is a repair attempt for Miss Felicia Thomas for State Farm. So as you can see here, we've got marked in chalk the wind damage shingle that needs to be replaced. And if you guys know, there's 3 tabs in a shingle. We've got the new shingle over here on standby. Let's make sure we got the correct size. Line it up with what's existing, and it's a fit. So I'm going to show you guys the tools that I'll be using today. It's going to be a hammer, precision nail puller, and then your all-in-one roof snake. So what I'm going to do is use the flat end of the roof snake, and I'm going to slide it under the shingles to break the seal on the ones above the shingle that needs to be replaced. As you can see, that's pretty tough. That sealant's grabbing pretty strong there. If you can see under that, tons of chunks of the shingle ripped off. All right, so I'm gonna keep going. Since the shingle's not broken yet, or the matting isn't, but it's just peeled off in layers. This is a far left. So this will be the shingle that we'll be replacing. I'm gonna go ahead and finish breaking the seals on all these just as carefully as I can. And for the adjuster watching, you know that there's 2 courses of nails in each. So we're going 2 rows up. Just one to properly remove and install this shingle. Just trying to be as careful as I can with these seals, because man, if you're not careful, these are they're easy to rip. All right, now that we've got all the seals broken, let's get a before close-up of the shingle and the 2 rows above it. All right, so that's the damaged shingle, and then here are the courses above it. If you turn it like this, you can see it a little better. You just get all 3 in there, you know what I mean? Okay. Boom, there you go. Yep, so we got a condition check. All right. So we're going to be pulling the nail out of this shingle right here. What I'm going to do is carefully lift it just enough to be able to expose that nail head. Stick that precision nail puller in there and grab the head. After that, I don't want to lift the shingle too high, so I'm just going to gently pry it out. And now notice I'm still not lifting the shingle very high. I'm only at like a 30-degree mark. I only have a few fingers in there. But as you can see, from that one, you can get a condition check of after. You can see, obviously, there's new damages right here. So let's go into the next one. Yep, get the condition check. Lift it just high enough to be able to grab that nail head. These shingles are in pretty tough shape right now. Being an older roof. So you can see I'm just tapping on it to get those loose granules out of the way where the crack actually cracked the matting on the shingle. So the granules are loose. You can almost just brush them away. So it's got that granule loss, and that's new damage up at the top as well. On to the next one. Lift it just high enough to be able to expose that nail head. Grab it, gently pull it out. we can get a condition check of that. That one's light, but you can see where the cracked matting is actually showing through right there up at the top, where the fiberglass is actually cracked on these shingles surrounding now. This one, that one, and that one. So it seems to be kind of a common theme here. All right. Pull that nail out gently. If you look at that one's kind of light too, but up there at the top, you can see where the matting on the shingle is actually cracked now and being mechanical damage from the repair. So the next one we have right here on our second course is this one. Let me go ahead and find the nail head. Pry, and there's two right here, so pry, gently remove the nails. And you can see right here, if this was just like a one shingle brittle test, you would obviously be able to tell that the shingles are brittle. But you can see after the repair, after the hammering and all that stuff, you can see clearly where the crease is up at the top. And we're on to the next one. Gently grab that nail out. Now, most repair guys really are not as careful. And you can see here where there's new damage occurring on all of the shingles that have to be manipulated, lifted, or nails removed from. And that's just the beginning of the repair. So on to the next one. All right, gently remove the nail. As you can see, that one's also been compromised. So we're gonna go ahead and pull the old shingle out. Gently slide it out. You can just hear the granules raining off of this roof. I mean, they're everywhere. We're gonna get it lined up. Now in this section, I'm gonna be moving kind of fast, so I'll be using the roof snake once again as designated to hammer those nails in so I don't have to lift the shingles as high. All right, get it up under there, gently. Give it a couple good whacks. Going on down the line, everywhere I pull the nail out, I'm putting the nail back in. Now notice I'm still not lifting high on these shingles, just barely enough room to work with a nail fully extended off of this roof snake. Just enough room to get it right in its place. Give it a couple good whacks, and then finish it off the rest of the way. You can see with each hammer blow, I mean, the point of stress on these shingles, where they're having to be lifted even slightly up here, you can see where it's just getting worse and worse. All right. Now, oh yeah, there was two in this one. So as I'm finishing off, I'm looking at it as a whole. And this is not a repair that we can guarantee. As you can see, that it makes no sense to replace one shingle and then have two rows clearly damaged by that repair, as these shingles on this roof are just really old, really brittle, and they're not up for a repair. This repairability attempt has failed.